What's good YouTube? It's your boy Vega, and today I want to go over my new sneaker studio and editing station. A couple of months ago I did a video pretty similar to this, but you know what? Some time has gone by and I started getting tired of the same old thing. So I wanted to go ahead and add new accessories, take some off, paint new walls, all that good stuff. That way I feel that it's a brand new setup kind of, and it's a refresh, a remix of my old setup. So I feel that sometimes you just gotta do that. That way you just keep on going with that same setup and you don't spend a bunch of money with a brand new setup. So every now and then a change is a good thing. Trust me, it goes a long way. But you know what? I don't want to waste a lot of time. We have a lot of things to cover, so let's go. Alright guys, let's get right into it. Like I mentioned before, it's all about adding new things, new accessories that have a personal connection with you, and that way you don't have to spend a bunch of money and you have kind of a remix, a refresh of your new room. Right here we have the Kobe Bryant retirement Nike IDs. This is actually something that was released right on his last game, and I feel that it's only right. So rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. It's only right that we pay homage to him. Great basketball player, so we just gotta do that. Let's move on right here to the Jordan 1 Breads. I actually had these in my last studio tour video and I had them right then and there. But you know what? I just don't have another spot that I want to put them on. I feel like they're the ones, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta start somewhere, and I feel that they should just stay there, and it kind of sets off the whole rest of the room. So let's go ahead and talk about the three GOATs right there. Last time I had only LeBron and Jordan, now I have Kobe. So again, rest in peace, Kobe freaking Bryant, man. Kobe Bean. Let's move on to the next side right here. I have my little Super Nintendo Classic. Like I mentioned in my last video as well, I'm a huge Super Nintendo fan. However, I wound up getting this in Italy, so it kind of reminds me of that trip. And this is actually no ordinary Super Nintendo Classic. This is actually the European version. So if you know your consoles, then pretty much that's that. Mario right next to the Super Nintendo. Like I mentioned, I'm a huge video game fan, and Mario definitely something that I grew up with. So it's only right that I have him there. I have a cool little letterbox right here that lights up in different type of colors, but I want to just leave it white and clean. That way when I'm recording, you guys can see that Vega is on air. It's kind of the idea of like when you're in radio stations, you know, you're on air, all that good stuff. So that's why I got that there. Little plan to give it in type of a fresh vibe to the room. So that's why I have that there. Before I move on to the left, I'm gonna talk about these two frames right here. We have a kind of a classic Hypebeast type of take on these frames. We have a 1984 with bulls in the shorts, and that's actually from Don C. And then moving down to the bottom, we have Off-White socks, Jordan 1 Chicago Off-Whites. Then we move on to the right and we have another Jordan frame as well, but this time is a 1991, 1992 white Chicago Bulls uniform with what it seems some metallic 5s, but they are actually Supreme 5. So again, a nice classic Hypebeast take on these. I wound up adding these designs on the wall to kind of give it, you know, something nice, something fresh instead of a plain gray wall. I feel that this looks very nice. I already tested it out like recording, and now it looks a little bit darker, which is something that I really wanted. So let's move on over here. We have a 1000 sneakers guide. This is exactly that, a guide. So if you're getting into sneakers, if you're, you know, maybe wanting to try different brands, this is something that you should try and have. I think that all sneakerheads should have books, you know, regarding sneakers. That way you become more knowledgeable and all that good stuff. Highly recommend this one and this one that I'm gonna talk about later on. And I'll put links in the description just in case you're interested. Jordan 6 infrareds. I talked about it in my last video and I just cannot get rid of them. If you don't know the story, my grandfather got me into sneakers because I basically started playing basketball at a very young age. I was in basketball tournaments and my grandfather would get me Jordans every single year. So rest in peace, Grandpa. Right here, we have the Yeezy boxes right here. And I left them there because again, it's kind of a cool little touch. And at the same time, they serve a good purpose of drawers. So you have like, if you have accessories in your room, if you have cables, if you have battery packs, whatever it is, you could put them right there. And it's kind of stylish at the same time with the Yeezy boxes. Right here I have not sneaker books, but more like basketball books because I am a huge basketball fan. And a Supreme gun right there that looks pretty dope. It's Supreme, it's red, it's white, you know, it just stays there, you feel me? So a cool little vibe right there. Then we move on to over here, we have the Jordan Black Cement 3s. And I feel that, again, these are classic, I couldn't get rid of them. So like last time I said that only classics are allowed in this little backdrop, that's exactly what it is. If you don't have any Black Cement 3s, highly recommend them. They go pretty much with everything. French Bulldog little statue right there. I have a Frenchie, his name is Onyx, like my little son. So it's only right that I have that there to kind of like pay tribute to my little son, but he's right there. I have Cookie Monster Elmo Cookie Monster because I love cookies, and Elmo, he's just red, and it's not just any regular Sesame Streets. They are COS. If you see the eyes, you know, you know. Then of course, like I mentioned before, I am a huge basketball fan, so I gotta have a basketball, man. But it's not just kind of any basketball. It has kind of like the globe and the world, so it's pretty cool as well. I could have gotten the Chinatown Market one, which is like $100, and it's very detailed, but 30 bucks, 100 bucks, you get the point. I didn't necessarily feel like it was a smart purchase. So I got this right here. The rest of this backdrop is more like, you know, to organize everything else, like some tiger shark pillows, a little plant over there, you know, with the green vibes, and then a bunch of red cubes right there that are just, you know, to keep things organized per se. Now let's move on over here. This is my sneaker shelf. I tend to change this a lot. I try to always keep it filled. Jordan 1 Royal 1s. We have the Yeezy 350s, another Jordan 1, Yeezy 700 Wave Runners, best that shoe ever, and an off-white custom Jordan 1 that I did probably like a good year and a half. Very, very cool little project that I did per se. Moving on, let's go ahead and talk about my little editing station, and let's start from left to right like I did earlier. We have a plant right here, again with the plant vibes because I feel you need them. Supreme ball right there. But you know what? I actually did a video very detailed about this, so if you want to check that out, I highly suggest that you do it. I'll put like a little pop-up right there just to check out very specific details on this setup, because right here, for example, I have an external monitor, a cool wireless solar power keyboard, those cool speakers. If you want to find out more, check out the video. And of course, I have a MacBook Pro to power everything up. This share is something that I also talk about in that video as well, and it's a very cool ass share, so check it out. And this screen right here is more to kind of have like Pandora on NBA games, depending on what I'm into. I also play video games, and I play Mario Kart. I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart. And sometimes with my little nephew, when he comes over here, we play Mario Kart as well. We should start doing bets though. How you feel about that, cameraman? I think that we should do bets. Maybe we could do a little race for like 10 bucks or lunch. So as you can see, I want to keep this spot very clean, very minimal. That way I don't have any kind of distractions and I do what I need to do, especially when it comes down to these videos. I also have this letterbox that I added kind of to give it a sneakerhead vibe, but without adding a bunch of stuff from the other side. And over here it has the sneakerhead definition, and I thought it was a cool little touch right there as well. I also have the same painting designs that I have in the other wall and in there as well, kind of following that same uniform design. So let's move on to this side right here. This is actually my new desk that I got a couple of months ago. I used to use that one for the videos, but now this is more like a standing one, and I feel that it's much better. That way I can focus more. I feel like when I do video standing, it's a little bit better. So for example, since we are standing up, let's just do a video like this. Very cool, very cool vibes. I have this orange book right here, which is the sneaker, it's just literally, it says sneakers. And it's all about, you know, all of the people that had a huge impact in the sneaker culture, like Kanye West, Tinker Hatfield, all that good stuff. So if you want to learn more about those people, highly recommend this one and the one that I mentioned earlier. And again, I'll have links in the description down below. I wanted to keep my desk very clean as well. That way, you know, there's no distractions here. But I have a plant right there, you know, in the corner to give it a nice plant vibe. And then this nice green plant right there and a basketball paperweight. And that's pretty much that, guys. I feel that this setup is Very modern, but at the same time, it kind of keeps that same vibe that I had earlier as well. And you could probably make fun of me all you want because I probably said vibe like 20,000 times, but those are the vibes. You feel me? At the end, man, I wanted to go ahead and show you everything that I have here. So if you have a setup at home that you're kind of getting tired, just like I was, adding a couple of things that, you know, mean something to you and just changing it and remixing it a little bit it's a good thing.